Hi guys, welcome to the Bytecode channel. I hope you guys are doing well in this lockdown period. All I can say that you take extra care during this current pandemic. In this video, we are going to learn how to build a game application with the help of Python library, that is Pygame. We are going to learn that what is Pygame, how you can use Pygame modules and its functions to build one of the game application. I know you have done the programmings and build many applications like websites, automating the AI stuffs, but building the game application will give you definitely a different experience. And if you like the video, then make sure you please hit the like button and do subscribe our channel for the latest upcoming videos on such a many projects, exercise and Python tutorial series. I know you have played with your with your snake game, and in this video we are going to build snake game from the scratch. So stay tuned and let's start with the main section. So here are the sequences of steps which we are going to implement side by side. Let's start with the first step, that is importing all the modules necessary for the program. So here is our file, that is snakegame.py. Let's start. First we are going to import all the modules. So we are going to use three modules in this game, that is Pygame, time and random. So to install Pygame on your system, you can simply use the pip command, pip install Pygame. Pygame is basically a free and open source Python library which you can use to build the multimedia application. We generally use Pygame for building the game applications in Python. To know more about Pygame, you can simply Google it over here. Here you can see Pygame is a Python wrapper module for the STL multimedia library. It contains Python functions and classes that allow you to use the STL support for playing CD-ROM, audio and video output, and keyboard mouse joystick input. So this is all about Pygame module. So let's get back to our coding section. So here we are. So after importing all the module, we are going to initialize the Pygame window. So for initializing the Pygame window, we're going to use an inbuilt function, that is init. This will help to initialize the Pygame window. After initialization of the window, we are going to specify the width and height of the window. So let me have two variables, width and height. See, specify the values, and after specifying pygame.display setMode method, that is generally used to specify width, height. You can store this into one variable which we are going to use for the this. After this, you can set the caption also, pygame.display.set caption, which will help you to set the caption. So snake game. Okay. After this, I want to initialize the window until the game gets over. So for this, we are going to initialize the variable got game over with the value false. Okay, and we are going to loop until it gets over. So while not game over means true, we are going to initialize a window. So until not game over, for event in Pygame dot event dot get, okay, if event dot type is equals to Pygame dot quit, means you have closed the window, then the variable game over, the value will be changed to true, means you have successfully ended the game. Otherwise it will be keep on looping itself and the window will be displayed. So at the end, Pygame dot display dot update and Pygame dot quit, or it quitting the game, and for exit, quit. So this is all about the first section, first step, importing all the modules and initializing the window with a specific width and height. Telling of width is incorrect over here. Okay, now let me run it and see the output. Here is the output snake game. This is the window with a width of 800 and height of 600 meter. 600, sorry. So here is our second step. That is, we are going to define the snake structure in the position and the coordinates of the snake and the code. So before moving on, we must declare first the color. So to look attractive, declare the colors of the snake, background color. First is the snake color. Just take the random RGB values, 55, 123, 7. Background color will be black, so 0, 0, 0. You can take food color also. These are the random RGB values. You can also take it according to yourself. 213, 50, 80. After declaring the color, next what we can do is we can define over here a snake block. Snake block of 10 size, and this event type we are going to do, we are going to draw a rectangle using a draw.drag method to represent the snake, this surface on which you want to draw, the color, snake color, and the coordinates, that is 0. Right now I am fixing the coordinates, but I will let you tell how you can dynamically set the coordinate. Snake block, snake block. Okay. Just indent this also, Python display game. Let us see the output of this in the program. And here is the output. You can see the snake position is fixed at this time because we have passed the fixed coordinates. So to make it dynamically, what we are going to do, we are going to make a method in which the x and the y coordinates will change according to the snake movement. Okay, so what I'm going to do the next is I'm going to define a snake method over here. Before it, let me just comment this, or I should remove it. Okay, now here below the snake block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare a method snake in which I'm going to pass two parameters, snake block and a snake list. Snake list, let us declare one snake list where the coordinates x and y coordinates will be stored. Let it be an empty list. Okay, then in this what I'm going to do is for x in a snake list, okay, pygame dot draw dot rectangle rect surface will be this, snake color. Now the x 0 coordinate, x y coordinate is 1 coordinate. Snake block. So this will be what this will be doing, that as the position of the snake keeps on changing, as it would be in the moment, the x and y coordinates will also keep on changing. That xy coordinate will be appended in the snake list, and with that coordinate we are going to draw the rectangle for the snake. Now after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a second method as a snake game, and I will be appending rest of the code in that. what I'm going to do is if snake game, and going to append all this to that method just to make it more readable. Now, after this, what I'm going to do is coordinates of the snake. Coordinates of the snake. The initial coordinates. So it will be x1 equals to width divided by 2. That is the center. And y1 will be height divided by 2. Now this will be the center of the window screen. So the initial position of the snake will be present in the center of the screen. After that, when the snake moves, okay, when the snake moves, then what we are going to initialize one variable, that is x change equals to 0 and y change equals to 0. Okay, and it will be we will be appending this as per the movement of the snake. Okay, now after that, let me also define the length of the snake. Length of the snake, what is this? Snake list. We have already defined it for there also. And length of the snake will be let it be 1 at the initial. Sorry, I have already declared the snake list, so no need of doing this over here. You can simply move it. Okay, after that, this is till now we have declared the coordinates of the snake. Now after that, what we are going to do, we are going to declare the coordinates of the food. So what are this? X coordinate of food x equals to random. So see, the food will be randomly present except the position of the snake. So we will be going to use a random function, random module over here, random dot rand range, and in that we will be passing the range from 0 to width minus the snake block. Okay, it should be present everywhere except the position of the snake block and within the window. So that's why I've passed the width minus snake block. So rand range will be passing the random value between the 0 to till the width minus snake block. Now I will be dividing this random value by 10.0. It will be passing the float value, and that float value will be round off to the integer value. So what I'm going to do is round into 10 over here. Similarly, for food y equals to round random dot rand range, in which I'm going to pass 0 to height minus snake block divide by 10.0 into 10.0. I hope this is clear for you guys. So we have declared the coordinates of the snake and the coordinates of the food in this section. So let's see the another section. So our next step is assigning the certain keys for the snake direction. So till now we have set the coordinates for the snake, coordinates for the food, length of the snake, initial length of the snake. Now we are going to assign the certain keys for the snake movement. So in this loop, while not game over, we have said if event type is equals to pygame.quit, then game over will be true. It will be set true and the loop will be not processed again. So the game will be closed. Now if event type equals to pygame dot key down, then in that case, if event dot key sorry if event dot key equals to pygame dot k left. Okay, in that case the x1 coordinate will be changed to snake game minus of snake game underscore block, that is minus 10, and y1 coordinate will remain the same. Sorry, the y1 coordinate, y1 change will remain the same, that is 0. In the same way, if event dot key is equals to pygame dot right equals to pygame dot k underscore right, then in that case the x1 coordinate will be changed to pygame snake or block. It's like a graph in which we have x coordinate, y coordinate, minus x coordinate and minus y coordinate. Similarly, if we move to the right direction, then x1 coordinate will be in the positive, that is plus x, and y coordinate will be 0. If you remember the graph in the math, then when we move along the x-axis, then x coordinate keeps on increasing and y coordinates remain 0. So in the same way, if we move towards the right direction, then y coordinate will remain 0 and the x coordinate will be in a positive direction, that is plus 10. Similarly, if you move to the left direction, then x1 coordinate will be in minus x and y coordinate will be 0. You can relate this with your math logic. It's similar to that one only. So if event dot key equals to up equals to pygame dot k underscore up, then in that case the y1 coordinate will be, y1 will change to the minus x minus snake block and x1 coordinate will remain the same. Okay, and if event dot key is equals to pygame dot k down, then y1 will be plus snake block and x1 coordinate will be 0. So in this way you can assign the certain keys for the snake movement direction, and you can change the x1 and y coordinate as per the key direction. Now after assigning the certain keys direction, let's move. Here is the step number where the actual logic comes. When the snake eats the food, the size of the snake must grow. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a list with a variable name head. We are going to send the xy coordinate to the particular. So here we are. Let's start with the actual logic. That is, after assigning these certain keys for the snake position, let's assume that what if snake hits the border, that is if x1 will be greater than the width, or x1 is less than 0, or y1 greater than the height, or y1 is less than 0. In that case, game should be end. The game end will be true. We assign this variable game end for with the initial value false, game end equals false. Here we have updated, if the x1 hits the border that is greater than border value and is less than 0, then the game will be ended over here. After that, now if it doesn't hit the border, if it is moving in a particular window, then the x y1 coordinate should be get updated. So for updating values, updated dating one and coordinate, what we are going to do, we are just going to increment the x1 value, that is y1 plus y1. In this way, we are going to increment x1 and y1 value. Have set the color for the screen. Now we are going to color for the background. Now we are going to draw the just a draw or direct method for the food. Food position. This food x. Remember that food x and food y are the coordinates of the food. Food x and food y block and snake block. In this way, we are going to set initial position of the food. After that, what we are going to do, we are going to create a head list. We are going to the xy coordinate of a snake position into this list. Snake coordinate, that is snake head coordinate coordinate, that is y1. If you remember, then we have also made the list snake list, which we are passing into the snake method. So we also need to update that list also. So we are simply going to append the values of the snake list. Append the values of the snake head into the snake list. Snake list dot. Just simply append the values of the snake list. So we are here clear with the logic. Now, when the length of the snake exceeds the snake list, in that case we are going to delete the snake. The scenario when the length of the snake exceeds and it may come when very pro player is playing and the snake back keep on incremented, and one the time becomes of the length of the snake. In that case, the snake is deleted to delete the snake list. So for that, if length of if length snake list is greater than the length of the snake, then in that case, L is simply going to delete this initial. Now, when the snake hit itself, here might be the position when the snake hit itself. When the snake hit itself, remember the game, then the game must end over there. What we are going to do for a list, we are going to index the value this one, and if equals to snake head, then game and value should become, and we are going to pass block. Yep, I date item dot display dot update display dot. So these are the two scenarios when the snake length of the snake eats the snake less and the snake it itself. In that case, the game should be ended. Game end value become true or false. Now the scene comes with this part. This. Now, when above two scenario doesn't happen, means the game is still on. Snake is eating the food. When the snake hits the food and length of the snake on increasing, it's increasing. Then in that case, what should be the logic? Simple. If x1 equals to food x coordinate, if x1 coordinate is equals to food x coordinate, y1 coordinate, food y coordinate, in that case, food x should change its position. Is going to use random dot rand range. The was came with the one here 0 comma width my snake block divide by 10. So by if you are getting this, when x and y1 coordinates become similar to the food x and food y coordinates, the new food x and food y coordinates should same time we are going to assign by using the random module using rand range 2 comma 8 yes snake block divide 10.0 and the length of the snake gets incremented 1 to 1 get incremented at same time by 1 and the speed of the snake same point 1 increasing. So we are going to use it block dot here snake speed. So snake speed is a variable which will be increasing every time, so we will be assigning variable value over here equals snake speed. Initial speed will be 15. Every time when it hits the food, the snake speed will also get. So this is the actual logic. Now let's move to the next section. So here we are on our last step. That is, we are going to build a scoreboard that will display the score which you have gained in the game. We all know that when a snake eats the food, the length of the snake increases. At the meantime, the score also get increment. We are going to just display it. Here is our file. Just scroll up and come to this section. Right, we are going to write the logic that while game end equal to true, that in that scenario, calculate the score to be the length of the snake minus 1. And score font, I'm going to specify the score font also. You can also do it using the pygame.font.sys font. Pass it font name. I'm using Comic Sans, yes, and the font size. After that, value, which I'm going to use score font dot render and in that I will pass what I want to be displayed, that is your score is plus str value, then true, and the color. I'm using the snake color as my text color font. After that, I'm going to use the disbuild method. It is this dot build method, and pass the value, comma, the position where you want to display this. So width divided by 3, comma int height divided by 3. You can simply specify the position also where you want to display, and at the end, and at the end I'm going to update my display. So pygame.display.update. Okay, now it's finished. One more thing which you have to keep in mind is, for event in pygame.event.get, if event dot type is equal to pygame dot quit, then in that scenario the game over value will be changed. Game over value will be changed to true, and game and value will remain the same. This is one more thing which you have to keep in mind. So now let's run this and see. This is our program. We have completed this section, so let's run this also and see. Here is our output. Let's see whether it is working fine or not. It's working perfectly. If you get any type of error, make sure you have written the exact code which I have written, or and you haven't mistake any indentation error or any module error. Basically most of the students face the indentation error. Let me end this game quickly and see whether the output is displayed regularly or not. I'm facing some problem where okay, let me see the result. It is value reference before assignment. Okay, let me see where I'm getting. Oh, it should be score, not value. Sorry. And let me run this again, see whether I'm getting any kind of error or not. Okay, done. I will give my, see, here is the result. Your score is 2. Means that my program is working perfectly. If you face any doubt or have a confusion in your mind, then comment in the comment section. I will try to give the answer of each comment, and I will be going to give the link of this code in the description, so you can get a hint from there also. And make sure you don't have any doubt left in your mind, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for our latest videos also. Thank you.